მე ვარ ანია ვიტაშვილი, მე წარმოვადგენ აგრო მიმართულების ლაბორატორიას, სახელად AgroLab. ჩვენ ვაპირებთ, რომ შექმნათ ისეთი სივრცე, სადაც ღვინის მწარმოებლებს ექნებათ შესაძლებლობა ჩაატარონ ლაბორატორიული კვლევები თავიანთ პროდუქტებზე, გააკეთონ ანალიზები. ამჟამად ჩვენს რეგიონში, გულისხმობ კახეთის რეგიონს, არ არსებობს მსგავსი სივრცე, სადაც მათ შეეძლებათ მიიღონ ყველა სახის ინფორმაცია ან სერვისი. სწორედ ამ მიზნით ჩვენ ვიწყებთ პროექტს, სტარტაპს, იმისათვის რომ შექმნათ ხელმისაწვდომი სივრცე. უპირატესობა და ინოვაცია ჩვენი პროექტის ეს არის ონლაინ სერვისი, ჩვენ შეგვიძლია გავცეთ ინფორმაცია, მივაწოდოთ ტესტის პასუხები, ასევე მივიღოთ ღვინის და სხვა სახის პროდუქტების მასალები ონლაინ, პოსტის საშუალებით და ჩვენი კურიერის დახმარებით, რაც არის ინოვაცია იმის გათვალისწინებით, რომ საქართველოში მსგავსი სერვისი არ არსებობს.
Good morning, my name is Annie and I'm going to present a startup called AgroLab. First of all, almost all business ideas starts with a problem, and we have the same situation. My family had started wine producing, and the biggest obstacle in this process was connected with laboratory services, and we didn't know what was necessary for our product or how to improve or protect its quality. So the only answer on this question was laboratory analyze results, and I've started searching laboratory in my region, but surprisingly, in Kakheti, in the region which is the center of the wine industry, like Bordeaux is for France, there was no laboratory. So I've asked help of professionals, and we created an innovative lab service, and as a result, we would have an agro-directional laboratory where all services would be in one space. Now, what happens today? Actually, there are two main laboratories in our country, and both of them are located in Tbilisi. But why are the laboratory services still a problem? How could you imagine the wine industry center in another region and the laboratory far from this center? So today, lab services are unacceptable. The communication is difficult because they do not have any online services or website, and customers are forced to have just face-to-face communication with them. So because of the far distance, it takes huge expenses and huge time because sometimes just one analyze needs 3 or 4 times to go there in the laboratory. So what's the difference between us and what means innovative service in our case? First of all, the lab is in the center of the wine industry, and which is equipped by the latest technologies. And we have online service that I'm going to talk about later. And because of this fact, our service needs less time and less expenses. What about easy communication? Apart from website, we have application in which all customers can create their own electronic database, access to the test results, get the online consultation, or download the test protocol, or pay online. And with the help of our couriers, we can bring the wine samples ourselves and get them the results online. So all customers can do all these processes online from their home. And what about easy access and remote control? At the first step, we have our laboratory in just one region, but it does not mean that we have a local service because we can get all wine samples from around the world, and by the post, it's a tested process, and it really works very well. Now, what about market size? We have to start from somewhere, and our market size, our market is Kakheti region, and nowadays here is more than 500 companies, and income per year is 2.3 million gal. There are more than 1,000 farmers, and income is 60 million gal, 4,000 family seller and cooperatives too. It was a general description, and I want to talk about our financial projection. I want to be realistic and say that even just 75% of total amount of customer uses our service. On the very first year, we have more than 20 million gal income and benefit. I want to prove that this is not my imagination, this number is not just my prediction, and I want to show you the official statistic of a National Wine Agency. On this slide you can see that from 2016 up to 2018, just the number of the wine producer companies are increased from 392 up to 500, and income is increased 3 times, 100 million gal up to 300 million gal. Now, what about service development? On the first step, we are going to start with wine sample researching and analyzing, but very next year we had the soil researches, after dairy product researches, water sample analysis and breeding sample analysis, and it means that after 5 years we have developed service for our customers and our income is really increased. Now, what about AgroLab service in global perspectives? We made a research if there was a same problem in other countries abroad, and Caucasus region is a problematic region, especially Azerbaijan, and our first plan to expand our service abroad is exactly this country, Azerbaijan. Next is Turkey, where market is really good and wine industry need to be improved. And the very next step is Uzbekistan, where market is really good and wine industry really popular. And now what about team? How we are going to do all this plan? The strength and advantage of our team is that me, Ania Bitashvili, the manager of the future company, I'm in a role of customer. I know what problem they have, what's a real problem today, and behind me there are a group of professional people who have more than 11-year co-working experience in the laboratory. I know what is the problem, they know how to solve this problem and how to overcome the obstacles, so this is the guarantee of our success. Thank you for your attention.
წარდგენამ წარმატებით ჩაიარა, იმიტომ რომ გამოიწვია დისკუსია, ძალიან ბევრი კითხვა ინვესტორების მხრივ და ვფიქრობ, რადგან დაინტერესდნენ, იმიტომ ეზება ყოფილიყო ამდენი კითხვა სერვისთან, თუნდაც პროექტის ხარჯებთან და ასე შემდეგ. ველოდენ წარმატებას.